Chapter 1079. When the Lady Richard heard this, her heart was ecstatic. Whether Fury could kill Alex, she didn't really care deep in her heart. What she really cared about was that she needed her own help in Fury. In this way, she would tie the Richard family to the big boat of the Whale family. The Richard family was almost dead, but now that it can become a partner of the Whale family, then there is a chance to come back to life. And not only can it bring the dead back to life, it's probably even more powerful than when it was at its peak and heyday. So the lady opened her mouth and said to Fury, "Mr. Whale, my granddaughter is Alex's wife, Emma, and now she also runs a decoration company. There is a business conflict with our Richard group. If we can bring the Richard group back to life, we can hit each other in business." Fury nodded and said faintly, "Don't worry, I will invest $90 million in your Richard group to help you clear all your debts. If you do well, I will continue to invest." Lady Richard was almost ecstatic when she heard this. This is really nowhere to be found after breaking through the iron shoes. In other words, it's another village. During this period of time, I have always felt that the Richard group could never come back from the dead, but I didn't expect Fury to give him a powerful life. The only problem with the Richard group is that it has no money and owes tens of millions of foreign debts. It still doesn't know how to deal with it. The bank has been pressured to get the loan back, but as long as the money is paid back, nothing will happen. The Richard group originally owed $80 million, but Sean Richard had already invested certain $1 million, and the bank also took away his own villa, as well as so many antiques of his own. When that time comes, just return the remaining tens of millions to the villa. In antiques, the bank will return it, and there will be tens of millions of surplus on the company's account at that time, and it will suddenly turn over. Harold and Olivia were already very excited when they heard this. They looked at the lady and asked excitedly, "Grandma, can we return to our Richard family villa this time? Should we never use it again? Down the street?" Olivia also shed tears in excitement. "Do I no longer need to use Debeosad honey?" Lady Richard just wanted to nod, but suddenly she thought of a brilliant idea. So, the lady said to Fury, "Mr. Whale, Alex's family, and our family are like water and fire, and they are incompatible with each other. They are anxious to send us to the small coal mine and to the detention center. But if we go back this time, we will be under their noses every day, and it will definitely cause them great pain. Don't you want them to catch fire in their backyard? You just need to put us behind them, and they will be behind them all day long. It's all fire." When Fury heard this, he immediately became interested and raised his eyebrows and asked, "Lady, what do you mean specifically? To be clear, you don't have to go around with me." Mrs. Richard hurriedly said flatteringly, "Mr. Whale, the Alex family live in the villa of Oris Hill Beacon Top A07. Don't you know what they are doing all the time because of this villa? Looks like. Especially my second daughter-in-law, whose nostrils are almost going to the sky, and tell us every day that people like us are not even qualified to show them the door. If we suddenly become successful with them. I've gotten my neighbors, every day I bow my head without looking up, then think about it, what is the mood of their family?" Fury's eyes suddenly lit up. "FCK, this is kind of interesting. Think about it, you just lived in a luxurious villa, enjoying a luxurious and secluded life every day, and then looking at your enemies down and down the streets, you can't even eat. That must be very enjoyable. But if one day suddenly, you wake up and find that your down street enemy has become your neighbor, then your life will surely fall from heaven to hell in an instant."